What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, we're going over the Lilia Banner that's on JP right now. And as a global player, should you be thinking about summoning on this banner or spending any gems at all, or should you continue summoning on Festival King or saving for my Alestrosa? Let's hop into the video. Alright, so before we actually hop into the video, make sure you subscribe to your boy Amazing. We are on the road to 14k subs, man. We're at 13,600, almost 13,700 now at this point. And, you know, I'm super excited. Like, you guys have been showing a ton of support lately on the videos, which means a lot. Next thing on the list to talk about before we actually hop in, the giveaway. I'm going to be announcing the giveaway winner tomorrow. So please, if you want to enter the giveaway for the account, the 686 Festival King account, link in the description to the giveaway video. Go to that video, read what you have to do in the comments, and then comment King on that video, and you'll have a chance to win the account there. All the information will be in that video. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that before we actually hop in. So let's actually hop into the video and talk about the Lilia Banner, because I have Devo's account here pulled up. But this is going to be the Lilia Banner. If you guys don't know, this banner is going to be dropping next week on Global, and I wanted to make this video to kind of like give you guys a you know, an early opinion on the banner before it actually drops on Global, and to give you guys an idea of what's coming, right? So this banner is not bad considering it has a lot of like limited characters. Because if you guys don't know, you know, like the Wedding Deanne is pretty limited, the Christmas Elaine is pretty limited, the Oswald Hawk's pretty limited, you know what I mean, like the Summer Merlin is pretty limited, Summer Ellie Hawk, Summer Roxy. A lot of these characters here are going to be limited characters, and the Lilia is 0.5% rate up on 3% total rates, which, you know, is basically standard practice for Netmarble and Grand Cross banners. So yeah, like let's go over each character and the banner itself, and kind of give you guys an idea of if it's worth it to summon or should you be saving your gems. The first character on the list is going to be Blue Lilia, which is the brand new Lilia. So I'm actually going to pull up GC database and drag it onto the screen here so you guys can see. But let's do this. There we go. So here's Blue Lilia, first character we're going to be going over on the banner. Blue Lilia is not a bad character, actually fairly good if you get her relic, which, you know, having her relic is going to increase the hero's basic stats by 10% for every debuff effect on the enemy, right? That's going to be really good. If you're running her with like Kyo and you go first against a king, you can definitely one-shot a king fairly easily, man. Yeah, let's hop into the cards. First card is going to inflict flood damage equal to 500% of attack on one enemy. Pretty strong, right? You know, like not a bad card at all. Like that's the same as the one Esnor. And then second card here is Dissolve. So just, you know, you take Green Gother and the one Esper, merge them into a unit, and you got Blue Lilia here, right? And then for our passive here, for the 7 Catastrophes allies, inflicts additional damage equal to 10% of the hero's max HP when using single target attacks. Inflicts an additional damage equal to 7% of the hero's max HP when using all target attacks. So depending on what you're doing, you're going to be doing more damage on your AoE attacks, and then a little bit less on your single target. But overall, your single target flood is going to do a lot more just because it's a single target damaging skill, right? But yeah, Lilia is not a bad character at all, and I think she's definitely going to be a character you could you know, look out for sure. But yeah, Lilia is going to be the one you're going to be summoning for mainly, and she's a decent king counter, you know, really good purgatory bond counter. Other than that, not really the craziest unit, I will say, but she is very good if you get her holy relic and you do actually invest in her. If you have like a bunch of cosmetics already for the red Lilia and you feel like investing, Blue Lilia is not a bad character to pick up. The rest of these characters, I won't do like an in-depth review. I'll kind of just give you the gist. But Wedding Deanne is pretty good. Gives you like giant allies stats. You know, not bad. Can be very good in PvP on a Giants team, but Giant team unfortunately is not really meta at the moment. So not really going to be the greatest character there. Blue Valenti only really had like a spotlight in one of the final bosses. I'm not really sure actually which final boss it was. But she definitely had like a pretty good standing in one of them. I'm not too sure which final boss it was, but I do remember her being pretty good for it. I'm not even too sure, man. It might have been, I don't think it was Esnor's. It was one of the enemies that had red HP for sure. And she was pretty good for it. Yeah, and then moving on, we got Green Easton, Summer Easton, so she's pretty decent, you know, nothing too crazy. Like especially nowadays, like you would not run Green Easton, but she's pretty good on like a debuff team, can apply a lot of, you know, damage on the enemy, and you also, you know, get attack related stats for your team if you have a bunch of debuffs applied. So not a bad unit at all. Christmas Elaine, no one has Christmas Elaine, by the way. Like this is a unit that like came out like last year on Global for Christmas, and no one summoned and like no one like needed a reason to summon because this unit is just not the craziest. Like it's just decent, you know, like nothing too crazy. Oslo and Hawk here is a pretty fun like niche unit, but you're not really gonna use them like crazy. Blue Roxy is pretty fun because you can like ult rush with her. You got, you know, the evade, where you can dodge enemies' attacks for a bit, which is pretty nice. The Summer Ellie Hawk I think is a very good unit because it keeps you you know, protected against like opponents when you have her in the backline on a goddess team. She also has some synergy on an unknown race team as well, because she has that inner passive as well. So she's not actually a bad character to run on either of those teams. Summer Merlin, but on the other hand, is a very good unit to counter King at the moment. If you have Summer Merlin, Fest Gother, and like, you know, you're winning. Like at that point you're winning, man, because that team is like so good as a counter, because you're able to just like seal everything that King can do. I do not like this unit, by the way, but she's very good. I can't deny that. Green Mono and Red Easton actually came out fairly recently. If you guys remember, it's been about like a month or two since they released, and they're still pretty good units. Mono being like a 7 catastrophe support there, and then Red Easton being really good on Crimson Demon as like a 3-turn clear. Yeah, actually they're not bad units at all either. So overall the banner does look pretty good, but I will say though that because King's Banner is just too good, like King's Banner, if you guys don't know, like we've already went over this many times, but King's Banner just has way more value than that Lilia Banner entirely, right? You know, you got Festival King, Purgatory Bond, Festival Merlin, the 1S, already those 4 characters kind of outshine like 90% of this banner, I'm not gonna lie. The only like factor that I would say this banner does provide as like a W is that a lot of these characters are limited and you're not going to see them very often. So if you do pull them, that's a good box CC. It's also like, you know, if you want to try out one of these units, you could definitely give them a shot. Overall though, the banner, I will say it's not going to be the most craziest. So yeah, I will say if you guys are gold players watching this video, Red Lilia or Blue Lilia is not going to be a banner you really want to summon on. So I would say personally you could skip, but you know, it is Red Lilia, and I know a lot of people simp Lilia, so she is very like cool as a character. But I don't know, man. I don't think she's going to be the best character to be summoning and spending your gems on, because we do have a lot of stuff up in the horizon here. We got, you know, Mael Esterosa is just a prediction, by the way. I do think that unit will probably be coming out on like New Year's, a little bit after New Year's, you know what I mean? Something around like that time span. I'm thinking that's when they're gonna drop him, because he is gonna be like the Holy War Festival to the festival, which was Festival King. So I'm thinking they're gonna do something like that, like they did last year with Assault with Meliodas and the 1S. So that's something that could definitely be you know, an idea that they actually do. So yeah, that's basically it for the video. I just wanted to discuss this for you guys and kind of give you guys an idea of what the banner is going to be like and what global players should be doing. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below. And I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Peace out and have a great rest of your day.